the single moms and the single dads, because we be doing our thing. Like, regardless of what life comes our way, we be doing our thing, making things happen, regardless if the other parent is there or not. And then also, as we're healing and we're going through our own stuff, it's like, I'm proud of us, because like we could have chose a different path, but yet we chose to stay. We chose to do the right thing. And one thing about it is, like, our babies are our gifts, our babies are our worlds, and them are the things that we don't play about. If y'all gonna call us crazy about our kids, because about our kids we will start a whole war. Y'all will see a different side. The same way that God don't play about us, we don't play about our kids. Okay? And just because we give our kids to God, don't mean that y'all can sit up here and play with us just because we call ourselves, believers and child of God. Understand that we are crazy about our kids because God gave us the responsibility to take care of our kids. So with all of that said, like, it's just, I've been sitting with a lot. Ever since that encounter, like, I've really been sitting with a lot, because we really do be taking on the responsibility and the guilt sometimes without even knowing it when the other parents don't show up, and trying to make sure that, when they come, that we're doing the right thing. And because, like, I paid attention to, like, I pay attention to a lot of things. Like, I go back to what my childhood, and when my mom sent us to our dad, and she claimed that she tried to get us back and stuff, but he wouldn't allow it. So I started paying attention to the patterns, like, in everything. Like, he respected my boundaries and stuff like that. So, he respected me for a period of time. And you have to watch the changed behavior in parents. Just because they say they change, you have to watch their behavior, because we don't really see when we're not around. But once, you put your child back in that environment, and you just watch how things play out. And I watched how the competitiveness came back when, like, me and my brothers on the road and we're doing that. Like, he'll call and be like, oh, mommy taking us out to eat, mommy doing this. Oh, he's like, oh, I'm finna send like $30. I'm like, I'm finna just send y'all some money, like, so I'm like, you ain't gotta do that. And then it's just like, I just start paying attention to a lot of things, like, even the small stuff, like, that I would never pay attention to. You just think, okay, well, he's trying. Nah, he's trying because that competitiveness. As soon as I was like, like, my baby said she wanted to go to Vegas for her birthday. Okay, cool. So she told her daddy. Then that's all of a sudden, oh, I got a cruise planned. I got a, Lord, that did not go well at all. And I was like, okay, cool. So I just let it be. But then I was like, well, let me check the dates and see when around, because her birthday is May 30th. So I was being the responsible person, because I could have been petty. I really could have been petty. It's like, nah, I ain't got to worry about it. I'm big on communication. So me changing who I am and how I do things, I let them know, hey, listen, we're not going to make it in time. So his first response, I told them, he can't change it or reschedule it or whatever. Because I know certain things, situations, you can't get your money back and you can't change it. I asked proof of, because the old me, I would have gave him the money for it. Like, I would have just gave him the money for it. I was like, well, so what I did this time was give me proof that you paid for the cruise. He couldn't do that. He said, oh, no, I don't have to do that. There was all excuses then. And then, because his first response when my daughters text him that, hey, can we reschedule, was, oh, I'm going to need $2,000 from her. And then he wanted to catch attitude and go off, but he didn't go off on me. He went off on my children, because they answered the phone when he called, and he was just going off. So when they gave me the phone, he was literally like going off. I said, so I'm trying to be calm and talk to him like, hey, listen, this is what happened. I said, because I was like, I told Daya, look at the schedule, look at the calendar, see when is the first through the fourth. I say, that's too close to comfort. I won't make it. My baby wants to go to Vegas. My baby wants to go to Vegas. So he started having a whole, I can't, So cool. I ain't with you. I don't got to deal with you. I gave them the phone because it started messing with my spirit. And then I felt like if he would have said that, if I would have heard him say the wrong thing, I probably but then I've got to realize too, like, he's still immature. That just, in that situation, in that moment, showed me that he did not change. So therefore, he's still going off. He didn't care about them or they feelings, like nothing. And they were trying to call him. So my youngest one started crying real bad, covering her ears. I don't like the arguing. And then because I'm not arguing with him, he proceeds to text me, oh, I'm not arguing with you, like to make it seem like we were both arguing. And then it's like, well, I'm just taking you to court. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay. My only response was, fight for your son. Fight for your son. Have a blessed day. Like, what you want out of me? Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. He's like, oh, I'm gonna tell them everything that. Tell them. What's everything? Tell them. So as parents, we have to protect our kids by doing what is right. We have to protect our kids by, sometimes it is best to cut the parent off, because it's, even when you think they change, let them show you, but if they still show you that they're the same, then cut it off, because it's only going to make that person worse if they're not healing and they're not doing what they have to do. You could go with your girlfriend and play house with her and her kids, but when it comes down to me and my daughter, what's not going to happen is that. And then I guess because I started setting boundaries, and I told him, I said, since you got a girlfriend after 7 o'clock, because he was like, there was confusion between him and his girl. What I got to do with me? So me knowing him, every time he get with somebody when we're not together, he would start confusion, because he feels like he would start telling people, oh, she wants me back. And I don't know what in his mind, because he's been doing this for the past 2 years. He'll tell people, oh, she want me back. When have I ever come out my mouth and I'll go play in traffic before I ever say I want you. So I know now the patterns, pay attention to the patterns. He will tell people that I want them and start confusion. And the dumbest thing that he can do is think that he gonna get his family back and leave what he got. That's the dumbest thing that he can do right now. So just pay attention to the patterns of everything and set your boundaries. I told him, don't text me after 7 o'clock. Don't, because I'm treating things too, because if I have a man, I'm gonna respect my man and also put boundaries between, because I don't do that. There's a lot of people that play them games of where y'all still have let the baby mama and baby daddy do what they want to do. No, it's boundaries over here. I'm treating everything like I got a man. You don't text me after 7 o'clock. Just certain things that you don't do. You talk to them. They got their own phone. You talk to them. Don't talk to me. If you want a relationship with them, you do that. But he does enough to make my youngest one chase him, and that's not happening, because that's how kids chase the other parent. No, I talk to my daughters every day. I'm talking to them now. Listen, God gonna give us a man that's you don't have to chase, and that's gonna show you what a father is supposed to really be. That's actually gonna step up and do what your daddy can't, because he can't give it to you. And I'm gonna be honest. And y'all gonna have to be honest with your kids in certain things, because don't hide it. Your kids would prefer honesty than you sit up there and lie to them. And instead of you working out of bitterness, why would you work out of bitterness when you know that you the good parent, when you know that you're doing all that you can, even when you have less, when you don't have anything? And I could say a lot about this man, but it ain't even worth it. So he's about to go smear lies and do all this to make himself look good, but he better realize, that's why I love the story of David and Saul, because see, Saul did all that chasing. Saul did all that no matter what Saul did, David had one opportunity, just one. I could have took your life in that cave, but I didn't, because I understand that you still belong to God too. And at some point, when you change your life around and you do give yourself to God, we all belong to God. I might be anointed. I might be who God is using. But at the same time, I'm smart enough to know to not deplete you in that way, to give you over to God. So see, I can't take your life. David had an opportunity to kill Saul without you even knowing it. We have the truth. It's going to take me, while you starting your smear campaign, it's going to take me telling the truth, one truth. And it's funny because now God is presenting evidence. In my I got a new phone, and I usually when I put my email in, none of my old pictures come up. But for whatever reason, I put my email in this phone, all my old pictures that I thought I lost, came up. And I'm just looking, and I'm like, you got the evidence. Because it's amazing how people fight for what they never wanted in the first place. Every picture, I made plans and to do everything with family time while I was married to this man. It's just me and my kids. So why do you keep allowing somebody to come in your life that never wanted to be there in the first place? Because that's all I see. When he was married, he made family plans. He canceled on us to go chill with his homeboys, to go cheat. So at some point, even though it's for parents, for some of us, yeah, we want them to be in their lives, and it's cool to have a bonus mom, but that child is going to always have a hunger for the original parent. So that's why I tried, but that man told me straight up, he said, you need to make it less of him and don't hold on to the guilt of the other parent, because sometimes you do and you beat yourself up about it because you want things to be right. But that void, you can't make that boy be a man, and that man ain't even know me. So Therefore, do what you can do and let God do the rest. As we're healing, we show up in love. We show up the best way that we can for our kids. And then the one thing that he said, because like I try not to allow my kids to see me break down. I try not to let my kids see certain things. He said no. He said let them see that. So even as a man, let your son, let your daughter see that side. Because let them know, like, you don't got to be strong all the time. But I also don't want to put weight on my kids. But he's like, no, let them see that. Because you don't want to teach them that they have to be strong all the time. And I tell my kids, like, and maybe that's why my daughter feel like she got to do things perfectly, like, because I hide certain things. So I'm allowing them to see the side when I break, when I don't have it all together, when I don't know the answers. But I'm still here. I'm still present. And I have love in me. And I'm not going to never leave them or fail them or, put other things before them. And one thing that I'm definitely proud of with breaking generation curses and going back to, like, my childhood things that I've seen is my mom chose men over her kids. There was multiple men. Like, my daughters, they were like, yeah, daddy. We was talking about it. I was like, they've never seen a guy around me. Like, my girls, I don't talk to guys. I don't do that. I don't play that. And they was like, yeah, daddy, they seen, more than, they seen a bunch of women. I say, more than 5? And my daughter's like, and she started naming them, and I'm like, okay. So, like, and as we're healing, it's like things that we change and things that we're actually breaking off generation curses that we don't even see. So be proud of the small moments. Like, yeah, like, I'm here, I'm present, and I'm fighting generation curses because my kids, we're not going through different bodies just to find the right person. No, we're going to wait on God. We're going to heal instead and let God bring the one that's for us while we're healing.